They say history repeats itself, but in the car world, it's starting to rhyme with something a lot more dangerous. Right now, millions of people are walking into dealerships thinking they're making the smartest decision of their lives, when in reality, they're stepping into a financial minefield. And here's the scary part. The trap is disguised as a brand new, shiny car sitting under perfect showroom lights. For decades, we were told the rules of buying cars were simple. Pick a reliable brand, keep up with the maintenance, and you'll be fine. That used to be true, but the rules have changed. In fact, they've been completely rewritten, and not in your favor. Stick with me, because what I'm about to show you will make you think twice before you sign your next car loan. It's not making headlines, but right now, the auto industry is undergoing one of the most dangerous shifts in decades. The technology packed into new cars is at an all-time high, but so are the risks. And the people selling you these vehicles, they're not in the business of warning you. They're in the business of moving inventory. What we're seeing now is the perfect storm. Skyrocketing repair costs, fragile new tech, and automakers cutting corners in ways you would have never believed 10 years ago. Your parents could buy a car, run it for 15 years, and sell it to someone else who would run it for another 10. But today, some cars are practically disposable by year 6. And here's the kicker. This isn't an accident. The industry has quietly shifted toward a model where the long-term durability of a car is less important than selling you the next one. Planned obsolescence isn't just for smartphones anymore. It's seeping into the automotive world. The crisis runs deeper than just repair bills. Automakers are using cost-cutting strategies that compromise long-term reliability, thinner metals, cheaper alloys, plastic components where metal used to be. Even critical engine and transmission parts are being engineered with just enough strength to last the warranty period. Independent repair shops, they're struggling more than ever. It's not just that modern cars require special tools, it's that these tools are often locked behind expensive manufacturer subscriptions. That means more people are forced to rely on dealerships for even basic repairs. And dealer repair rates can run triple what an independent shop might charge. But here's the twist. Most people won't see this until it's too late. They'll sign the paperwork, drive home smiling, and only realize 5 years later that they bought into a system designed to keep them spending forever. The golden age of bulletproof cars is over. Back in the 1990s and early 2000s, you could drive a Toyota Camry, a Honda Accord, or even a Ford Crown Victoria into the ground and still get years of dependable service. Today, even the brands that built their reputations on reliability are showing cracks. Why? Overcomplication. Automakers are stuffing cars with digital dashboards, advanced driver assist systems, and complex turbocharged engines that are far more fragile than the naturally aspirated workhorses of the past. This complexity is a double-edged sword. Yes, these features make cars more enjoyable and safer when they work, but when they fail catastrophically. Many of today's cars rely on integrated systems, meaning a single sensor failure can knock out multiple functions at once, and repairs often cost more than the car is worth. In the past, components were over-engineered with wide safety margins. Now, manufacturers target just enough engineering to meet emissions regulations, warranty obligations, and marketing claims. After that, the reliability curve drops sharply. And here's another hidden factor: parts availability. Global supply chain instability has made it common for repairs to be delayed for weeks, even months. That means a small problem could take your car off the road entirely. But the most dangerous part is that many of these components aren't even designed to be repaired. CVTs, battery packs, and certain infotainment modules are often replaced as whole units, with costs running into the thousands. This is the new reality, and it's why the old buy and hold for 15 years strategy is becoming harder and harder to pull off. For years, Japanese automakers like Toyota, Honda, and Nissan were the gold standard for durability. And to be fair, many of their older models earned that reputation honestly. A 1998 Toyota Corolla could outlive 3 owners without ever seeing a major repair. But today's reality is different. Even these legendary names have moved towards smaller turbocharged engines, continuously variable transmissions, CVTs, and high-tech infotainment systems. While these innovations promise better fuel economy and modern features, they also bring more points of failure. CVTs in particular are a common pain point, and they're not just expensive to fix. In many cases, they can't be repaired at all. Instead, you're looking at a full replacement that can run between $4,000 and $7,000. And here's the part no one talks about. Some of these failures happen well before the 100,000-mile mark, especially if the car hasn't been perfectly maintained. That's a far cry from the days when 200,000 miles was just the halfway point for a Japanese sedan. So yes, Japanese Japanese brands can still be a safe bet, but only if you know exactly which models to buy and which to avoid. Blind trust, that's a dangerous game now.
Let's be clear.
Not all hope is lost. There are still cars out there that can give you years of dependable service without bankrupting you in repairs, but the safe list is shrinking fast. You want to focus on vehicles with proven track records, simple engineering, and lower reliance on overly complex electronics. That often means avoiding the latest redesigns and instead targeting models that have been in production for several years with minimal changes. For example, the Toyota 4Runner is still using an old-school V6 and a tried-and-true 5-speed automatic transmission. It's not cutting edge, but that's exactly the point. Fewer moving parts, fewer things to break. The same logic applies to the Honda Accord with a naturally aspirated engine or the Mazda MX-5 Miata, which has resisted the trend toward overcomplication. But here's the twist. Even these safe picks aren't immune if you neglect maintenance. Oil changes, fluid flushes, and simple upkeep are more critical than ever. The cars themselves might be dependable, but only if you treat them like the valuable investments they are. Dealers know the average buyer isn't thinking about the long-term cost of ownership. They focus on the monthly payment. That's why you'll see flashy lease deals, extended financing terms, and discounted add-ons that seem too good to pass up. Here's the reality. Those add-ons, like extended warranties and prepaid maintenance plans, are profit machines for the dealer, and they're banking on you believing you're covered for anything that might go wrong. Spoiler alert, you're not. Extended warranties often have fine print that excludes the most expensive failures, like hybrid battery packs or infotainment systems. And even when something is covered, you may have to pay hundreds, sometimes thousands, out of pocket before the coverage kicks in. But it goes deeper than that. Dealers are masters of payment packing, quietly adding in protection packages, fabric coatings, VIN etching, or anti-theft devices you didn't ask for, all while making the monthly payment look manageable. Over a long financing term, these extras can quietly add thousands to the total cost of your car. They also know how to play on fear. The finance manager might lean in and say something like, without this warranty, you could be stuck with a $6,000 repair bill in your second year. It's designed to create anxiety in the moment, making you far more likely to sign. And here's a trick almost nobody talks about: the yo-yo scam. This happens when a dealer lets you drive the car home before financing is fully approved. A few days later, they call saying your financing fell through, and now you need to sign a more expensive loan. Most buyers don't realize they can walk away at that point, so they agree, locking themselves into worse terms. Every extra product they sell you, every upgrade they convince you to add, is worth more profit to them than the car itself. The car is just the bait. The real money is made once you're sitting in that tiny finance office, pen in hand, thinking the deal is almost done. Believe it or not, automakers are already testing the idea of locking certain features behind a paywall. Want heated seats in the winter? That might be a $15 a month subscription. Want your navigation system to work after the free trial? Get ready to pay. This isn't science fiction, it's happening right now. BMW and Mercedes have both rolled out versions of feature subscriptions in certain markets. And if you think that's outrageous, remember, once this becomes normal, it will never go away. What's even more unsettling is the precedent it sets. If manufacturers can lock features today, what stops them from locking core performance tomorrow? Imagine paying monthly for faster acceleration or to keep your all-wheel drive active in the winter. It sounds absurd until it doesn't. These subscriptions also follow you into the used market. Buy a second-hand car loaded with features? You might find half of them are disabled because the original owner stopped paying for them, and the manufacturer has zero incentive to turn them back on for free. And here's the part most buyers miss. This isn't just about money, it's about control. With enough software-based restrictions, you no longer own your car in the traditional sense. You're renting its capabilities, and the moment you stop paying, you lose them. If you take away one thing from this, let it be this: slow down. Don't let dealership pressure, flashy ads, or the excitement of a new car smell push you into a decision you'll regret. Before you even set foot on a lot, do your research. Look for long-term reliability reports, talk to independent mechanics, and read what actual owners are saying after years of driving the car. Not just the first year, the 5th, the 7th, the 10th. Avoid being the beta tester for brand new designs or engines. Let other people take the financial hit while the bugs get worked out. And when you do buy, stick with vehicles that have a history of aging well. Sometimes the best new car for you is a lightly used one that's already taken the big depreciation hit. Certified pre-owned models can offer the best of both worlds, modern features with a proven track record. In this new era, knowledge isn't just power, it's protection. Arm yourself with it before you sign anything. If this video opened your eyes to the new reality of car buying, do me a favor. Hit that like button so more people can avoid the same mistakes. Drop a comment and tell me what you're driving right now or the car you've got your eye on, because your experience could save someone thousands. And if you want more insider breakdowns like this, subscribe and turn on notifications. This road is only getting bumpier, and you'll want to see what's coming next.